Okay, so now we're going to round 3,562 to the nearest hundred. In the hundreds place, we have a 5. Whatever digit that's in the place you're rounding to is what is the first number in your house. Your house always has a 0 in the ones place. Count over to your friend's house, 51, 52, 53, 54, 55, 56, 57, 58, 59. Your friend's house is going to be 60. Your friend's house is always 10 more than yours. So you start walking, and you get to go all the way to house 56 because there's a 6 in the place directly to the right of the place you are rounding to. The 6 is in the tens place. So you get to go to house 56 before all of a sudden it starts thundering, lightning, and raining. Then you've got to get inside. Which house are you going to run to? You're 6 spaces away from your house, but you're only 1, 2, 3, 4 spaces away from your friend's house. So you are going to run to your friend's house. Your friend's house is 60. Yay, you get to go to your friend's house.
Hey.
So the 56 in the middle of this number will change to a 60. But what do we do with the other digits? Well, there's a 2 in the ones place, but it's going to change to a 0 because we're rounding to the nearest hundred, and 562 is closer to 600 than it would be to 500. But we're going to keep the 3 in the thousands place because we still have the 3,000. We're not rounding to that place. That one is going to stay the same. What if there's a 0 in the place we're rounding to? Well, then there's a 0 in the beginning of your house number. You count 10 spaces over, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and then your friend's house would be 10 because it's 10 more than yours. You start walking to your friend's house, and you only get to house number 1 because that's the next digit to the right of the place you're rounding to before it starts to thunder and lightning. So you have to run home to your house because it's the closest. And this time you're not jumping for joy, you're hopping mad because every time you go outside, it's thunder and lightning and raining. Why even bother? So you're going to round that 1 to a 0. The 8 also becomes a 0 because 18 is closer to 0 than it is to 100. And the 5 stays the same because you're not rounding to the thousands place. So 5,018 rounds to 5,000. 8,982. This time there's a 9 in the place you're rounding to, which is the hundreds place in this case. So your house is going to have a 9 in the first digit in the tens place, and then there's always a 0 in the next one. Your friend's house, if we count over, 91, 92, 93, 94, 95, 96, 97, 98, 99, is going to be 100. So you start walking to your friend's house, and how far do you get? You get to house 98 because there is an 8 to the right of the hundreds place. This time, oh, look what happens after it rains so much. There's a rainbow. You get to keep walking to your friend's house because it's closer. Yay. So that means that these 2 digits are still going to change to zeros, but we have an extra 1 here. The 2 also changes to a 0. That extra 1 is going to be added to the thousands place because instead of 0 here, we have 100, and that extra 1 has to go to the next place. So 8 plus 1 is 9. So even though you're rounding to the nearest hundred, this number rounds to 9,000 because you have really 10 hundreds, which makes 1,000. So go back to your instructions and then do whatever your teacher has assigned you to do for practice after this lesson.